Parenting on purpose, unlocking your child's full potential. Every child born into this world is born a tabula rasa. But even at that, there is something God has deposited in every human being that is born to the world. But this thing that is deposited, which is called the potential, cannot come to full utilization if you, as a parent, do not understand what it is and begin to harness it to make it a talent, to make it a gift that will bless his world or that will bless the world. As a parent, one of the things we want for our children is the best. But it's so sad that sometimes you don't even know where to start. That is why I'm here for you in this video. Today, we'll be exploring principles of intentional parenting from setting clear boundaries to growth development and growth mindsets. We'll cover it all. So don't go anywhere. Just get a cup of coffee, get your popcorn, be comfortable, and let's get started. The first thing you have to do as a parent that want to be intentional is to encourage independence. I know as a child is growing up, they need you around them. You need to be of help to them. You need to do a lot of things to them. But let me cut in with the story. Michael Jackson, as early as 5 years, as young as 5 years old, was already making money, was already independent. In short, when he had a problem with his father told him that children at your age, as at that time, we are all climbing mango trees and playing, but I was able to discover what was in you. That is to tell that parents have the first role because you are their first point of contact to discover who this child is. It's not even the crutch that most of us rush to take our children to. The duty is in you. It's because of this 9 to 5 most of us are doing, which I have been hammering. I said, you cannot do some things if you're doing 9 to 5. It's not possible. Michael's father discovered these children, the Jackson Five, and enrolled them there. So you have to encourage independence. Let these children start learning to be independent. In Japanese schools, their crèche, their nursery schools is not where you just go, a child will sleep and all of that. No, in Japanese schools, children are as independent as knowing that they come to school by themselves because Japan is a very organized country. They do cleanings, they eat and clean their tables, they wash plates, and then as early as 2, 3 years, these kids already are beginning to be diversified. They know where they're supposed to function. Some of them are into cooking. It's a surprise, right? Some of them are already cooking, some of them are already doing sewing, some of them are doing like exercise and all of those things. They've already started discovering these children's potentials and trying to mold it into talent. So the greatest gift you can give your child is encourage them to be independent. Don't think they are children. Children are very they can pick up things very easily. So you start early as a parent to encourage them to be independent. Allow them to do things they want to do, but monitor them. Next thing you would want to do as a parent, assign roles to them. While Japanese schools and Montessori's are doing that in schools, which I know our crèche in Nigeria don't do. When you take a child to crèche, the child will go and be watching plates. The child goes there and doing things adults do. It's not obtainable in my country. But while you are there at home with them, that's why I encourage mothers to get independent so that they will have enough time for their family, for their children, especially because we are molding the next generation. Assign roles to them according to their age. A child of 4, 5 can actually wash maybe his socks, can actually pick up his toys and keep it somewhere. They're not, you don't set them up as if they cannot do anything. Let them learn this thing. Give them roles based on their age. The next one is foster problem solving skills. Let there be problems those kids can solve by themselves. Allow them. If you don't allow them to practice, how would they learn? So you have to allow them to be able to giving them some tasks that will help them to know that yes, life is actually a puzzle to be solved. You know what it is according to your family and according to the child's potential. Because one of the things I always discuss with parents is you are their first point of contact, and you can actually discover and observe what this child has been fashioned or destined to be. I'll always make reference to Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before you were conceived, the Lord knew. Before you were born, He has already ordained you to be something. So if God is not giving you a direction, maybe when during your point of conception and pregnancy for that child, while the child is out, try to discover, try to observe what that child has been destined to do and begin to mold that child in that line. Give that child skills in that line. Allow that child to be independent in that skill. The earlier they start, the better. You don't have to take them to crèche, to school before they know it. Yes, school have their role. I'm not demeaning the fact that schools don't play roles. But what if you're a sit-home mom and have all the time for your children to be able to discover these things? I think it's best, right? The next thing you would want to do as an intentional parent is for those children to be self-aware of who they are. They should know that I am a boy, I am a girl, and a child should be able to know that this part of my body, this person should not touch it. As young as they are, they should be aware of who they are, that is physically and even spiritually. They should be able to know their stand in God. Yes, you can lead them to Christ very early. Let them be aware of themselves. Let them be aware of themselves physically, of themselves spiritually. It's very important because you have to mold this child in the direction you want him or her to go. If you're not giving the child direction spiritually as well, I can bet you that society will help you to give that child a direction. Let the child know that yes, we are Christians in this family. I'll be using my religion because I am a Christian. So we are Christians in this family. This is what is expected of me as a Christian. I need to love everybody. I need to do this. I need to wake up in the morning every day and pray. There should be that awareness of who the child is and his religious inclination. He should know from a very young age. Let the society, let the school not be the one to do that for you. As a parent, this is what you need to do. It is your duty. The next thing you want to do as a parent is praise your child's efforts, not just the talents. Every child is gifted, every child is talented. When you've molded your potential, it becomes talent, right? The raw material is the potential. When it is refined, it is called talent. Praise these children's efforts. A child is making little effort in a direction. Don't shout and yell at the child because the child, you feel he's not doing it in the right way. Remember, they are learning from you. They are very young. They don't know it all. They're just in a process. Because once you yell at them, they might let out a cry and they will feel that, oh, I'm not going supposed to try it again. But if you're intentional, know that this church know that mistake is a process, failure is a process. At least you've seen children walk and fall, they stand up and keep clapping. Oh, baby, stand up and walk again. We do that as parents, right? So allow them to praise every effort they make. They wash the plate and notice that the plate was not washed properly. Ah, you tried very well. Can like say something like you've tried. Okay, next time do it like this. But when you try to put down their efforts, next time they wouldn't want to do it, and then you start building a kind of low self-esteem in that child even at a very young age. It is very bad. So every little effort of this child should be praised. This makes you an intentional parent. Don't overlook anything they've done that you feel is a plus on the positive side. Commend those efforts. Parents, be intentional with your children. Thank you. I trust you've learned one or two. Please add some tips you know that can help parents to be intentional in raising intentional children or the next generation. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell to get notification anytime I drop a new video. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. See you in my next video. Bye.